everybody, I'm Sophie and this is my book space. Welcome back to the channel. In this video we're gonna be talking about my Reading Rush 2020 TBR. I'm gonna be reading the prompts off of this tablet because the computer is just too bulky and your girl's lazy. So yeah, let's get started. The first prompt says, read a book with a cover that matches the color of your birthstone. So my birthstone is sapphire, and I actually googled the sapphire because I wasn't completely sure like what kind of blue it was. Turns out it can be a lot of colors, but the most well-known sapphire is a blue. But yeah, the book I chose was One of Us is Next. Sprayed edges, that is blue text, and a little bit of blue on the top over here as well. Yeah, this is the sequel to One of Us is Lying, which I read in, I believe, April. Yeah. I wanted to read this ever since. Haven't done it. Don't know why. I've had lots of opportunities since it's been right over there in my bookshelf. But yeah, I chose One of Us is Next, which is a thriller, mystery, YA. I'm really excited to continue this universe. Read a book that starts with the word the. Okay, so this was a difficult one because I have a lot of Danish books and the Danish vocabulary doesn't include the word the. But I ended up choosing The Wall by John Lanchester. Yeah, it's a sci-fi and it's about this dude on a wall and then something great happens, or great, like something big happens and it changes his life. Yeah, he's on patrol on this wall. So that's really interesting. I'm an itsy bitsy clumsy. But anyways, this is the book I'm reading for the second prompt. The third prompt is read a book that inspired a movie you've already seen. The book I chose I don't own, so I just pre-ordered it from the library so I can loan it while this readathon is going on. And it is Wonder. Wonder has inspired an amazing movie. I watched it, I cried, I watched it again, I cried again. It's a long time ago, but I really enjoyed that movie. The fourth prompt says, read the first book you touch. Boy, what am I supposed to do with this? That was my first thoughts, and then I was like, well, I can't just touch one of those because I know where my books are in the bookcase. Then I thought, hey, find a category and then choose like one of those. So I was like, okay, the books you've already started. And let me tell you, there's a lot of those. I have footage of me choosing the book, so I will just insert that now. Okay, so now you know that the book I ended up choosing is Milk and Honey, which was embarrassingly also on my TBR for the last readathon. I feel a little pathetic putting it on 2 readathon TBRs in a row. It's bit like if it was a reread in this readathon, it'd be okay, but it isn't. I didn't get to it at all. I just started it a long time ago, so that's why it was in this pile. Read a book completely outside of your house, and then since the challenges have been posted, they've heard a lot of like feedback. Because of COVID-19, a lot of people might not feel safe reading outside of their house, or it might be difficult to them to find a space outside of their house. But I am so lucky to have a backyard, and since it's July, the weather is actually not that bad. So far, at least. In Denmark, you never know. It's always raining. And for that, I also chose Milk and Honey, because I obviously already had chosen this for the other one. And I had also chosen the other books, and I was like, maybe I should just take the shortest book, so I'll make sure I'll get that prompt done, right? Because if I take the biggest book I have, it will be kind of difficult. If you get what I mean here, it will be difficult to like make sure I read it all outside of my house, right? Oh, there's like the biggest just mush here of like grease. It's kind of disgusting. Yeah, the sixth prompt is read a book in a genre that you've always wanted to read more of. The Wall. I chose this again because I know I'm not gonna read 7 books in 7 days. Let's be honest, I read 2 in June. Great timing, Mom. Great timing. Anyways, I read 2 books in June, and I literally had a readathon and planned to read like 4 books, and one of them was like this big. I mean, so 7 books in 7 days, not gonna happen, and we all know it. So I chose this because sci-fi. I've only read the Divergent series, I believe, or trilogy, when I was younger. I read it 3 times though, like the whole trilogy. Also the, what is it called? The spin-off about 4. But I have like a whole of those boxes just for now I'm blank sci-fi, so I want to read some more sci-fi, and my bookcases also show that. So The Wall. And the 7th and last prompt is read a book that takes place on a different continent than where you live. One of Us is Lying. It takes place in California. I live in Europe, pretty far away from each other, I'd say. Yeah. So I'm gonna attempt to read 4 books in 7 days, and that's gonna be really interesting. So far I don't have like really anything to do in that week, but I know that can pretty quickly change, because it's kind of like the only week I have free in my summer vacation. Yeah, I will link the original video down below. All the books I've talked about, I will also put them in the description. Why can't I talk right now? My mom completely threw me off. God damn it. Yeah, I'll attempt to read the 4 books. I hope you guys will join me in the reading rush. What do you say? Post your own TBRs in the comments, and have a great day. Be nice to each other,